All right, here we go. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today for our webinar on National AI Literacy Day. Today's primary focus will be about curriculum resources. So, a brief overview of our agenda. We'll give a little introduction if you're new to National AI Literacy Day or maybe just need a refresher. We will go over the basics of what the day will look like. We will talk about our resources webpage and actually get a chance to go into that page, take a look at some of the filters, and then we'll discuss how you can contribute resources to our curriculum catalog. We will review the steps afterwards that we go through in order to approve those resources. And then we'll give a bit of information on how else you can get involved. So if you're not sure about curriculum resources, but maybe you have an idea for a webinar or some other way to get involved, we will go over those as well. So let's keep it going here. For those of you who might not know, National AI Literacy Day is a nationwide day of action focused on exploring a few fundamental questions. What is AI, and how do we prepare learners for an AI-enabled world? This day is not just for students or teachers, it's for educators, families, communities, students, anyone you can think of that can share about AI Literacy Day or AI literacy and can just work to build their skills. We really believe that AI literacy should be something that is addressed every day. And that's what we are pushing for with this initiative. So, for educators, they can access curriculum resources that they can use in their classrooms, lesson plans for those resources, as well as hands-on activities that can be searched by grade level, subject, time, and category. For students and families, they can engage in age-appropriate activities to spark curiosity about capabilities and limitations of AI. So some of those activities are set up to be students alongside their parent or just for family members. And then the last bucket here is for communities. You can host or attend community events that bring AI literacy into your neighborhood. So again, it's more than a day, it's a movement. And you'll see in bold here, we have it's imperative that we work together to equip current and future generations with opportunities to safely engage with AI. So we will be showcasing our website in just a moment here, which we aim to build as a hub for AI literacy, not only on March 27th, but year round. So today's primary focus is on curriculum resources, which are resources that are accessible again on National AI Literacy Day. We are going to take a little tour of that page of the website and discuss how you can submit your own resources. So as we are taking that look around, some things I want you to think about when accessing or maybe even thinking about contributing your own are the format of the resource, the learning environment. So, will it happen in a room with 30 students? Will it be for a small group? The tie to AI literacy, is it about a tool? Is it about general usage, such as prompting? Is it about safety? So, the things we need to think about to ensure data privacy and that we're using these tools safely. Accessibility. So, what do we need to ensure every learner can access the materials we're using? The lesson and activity length. So, is this for a 5-minute warm up or is this for maybe it's for a block class period? And the last piece, student use of an AI powered product. So, is it tool centric, we like to say, focused on a specific tool? And if so, what is that tool? So let's go ahead and jump into our National AI Literacy Day website. So we're specifically going over to the resources page today, which you'll see has been completely revamped from last year. On this page, we do have some materials ready already. There's some information at the top noting that all materials are Creative Commons licensed or freely available. Each of these submissions undergoes review by our team prior to being listed on the website, so they are all vetted. We do check these links monthly to ensure that you have a good catalog year round. And a very, very important note because it takes all of us to ensure a large catalog like this is maintained. If you're ever looking through the website and discover some dead links, so ones that no longer work, we've got our contact there for you to reach out to report that, just in case we missed it in our monthly look around. Now, what I wanted to focus on today is our filtering system. So you've likely seen other curriculum catalogs that maybe you got to scroll through. We did provide some different ways for you to search. So we have three categories on here: ethical, societal, implications. So these are all about ethics and the best ways to use AI. We have, let's go back, foundational understanding. So, what do you need to know when you first jump into an AI tool? And the next and last bucket, but certainly not least, is using AI tool use. So if you're looking for something related to a specific tool, that is the best category to look at to find information like that. The next place you can filter is by tag. So a couple things are in the tag category. You can go by length of resource. So again, if it's a short activity, you can filter 0 to 20 minutes, all the way up until 45 plus, which would lend itself definitely to more of that block class period or a longer session. You can also filter to different subject areas. So, computer science, English, we've got humanities, math, music, art, and you can search by grade level as well. So, all of these filters are active and will bring you to the materials that correlate with them. You can also search in the search bar. So, I might type prompting and see what pops up, or maybe just prompt. And then we get some activities on that. So if you have a specific subject you're looking for materials on, that search bar is really helpful. I wonder too, we might be able to search for specific products in there. So definitely recommend that you play around with that search bar a bit. I'm going to jump back over to our slides here to talk about how you can help us build that library. So, step one is signing up to be a supporting organization. So, as a supporting organization, you get your logo on our website. This is actually the form you'd fill out for any type of contribution, whether it be curriculum, events, or professional development. So, everyone fills out the supporting organization form. Step two is filling out the curriculum form. So I am going to jump and do a little show and tell of that form. We've got some basic information at the top. So who the original author or creator is, the email of the contact we can reach out to if we need any more information, title, organization name, and type. Learning environment is huge. So where is this resource best geared towards? As well as the link to the resource. So if it's something that's already hosted somewhere, you can just add that link right in there. If it's a Google Drive material, that's a great way to put it there. And if it's something that's standalone on your computer, in order to submit it, you could upload it to Drive and add the link here, but we do also have the file icon or file area as well. So you actually help us set up those filters. You'll notice that subject area. These are all the ones that were listed on the filtering system on the curriculum resource page, as well as grades and the tie to AI literacy. So we will vet these, but definitely appreciate your support in filling this out accurately to help us when we transfer the materials onto the website. Does this lesson plan require students to use an AI-powered product? You might have seen information out there a lot about unplugged activities or ones that are just informational. So, very important question to ask there. And then there's also a consent statement for the website. So, make sure you take a look at that pretty in depth just to know what you are agreeing to, basically, just giving us the rights to host that on our website. So once you contributed your curriculum, we get a lot of questions of what now? I don't see it on the website. So it's important to know that these materials don't auto-generate to the website. So submitting it doesn't just put it there automatically. Our team will review that resource for the content and just make sure everything's accurate. If we have any questions, that's where we'll reach back out to the contact that you listed just to gather that more in depth. And then we add it to the website. So if you have previously submitted curriculum for this year and you just aren't seeing it yet, we are still vetting all of those resources. So you will see that there soon. Okay, continuing on here. How else can you get involved? If it's not curriculum, what else can you do? So again, definitely encourage everyone to sign up as a supporting organization. There's really a lot of people with great materials out there. Again, whether it is an asynchronous professional development or it's a curriculum resource or you're hosting a community event, we'd love to see it. So sign up to be a supporting organization. I believe we dropped that link in the chat. Yes, we did. And then we'll talk about events. So if it's not a curriculum resource, you might want to host an event. They don't have to be huge events, but we'd love to have all areas represented here because AI literacy might look different in different contexts while we're all still hitting on those areas of safety and best practices. Um, if you have different ways of connecting or just different resources available, it can look different from area to area. So we will drop the event submission form in the chat as well. So everyone signs up to be a supporting org, and then we also collect those event details. It's the same type of process. So once they're submitted, our steering committee reviews them, and if it's approved, we add it to the event page. Again, everything is still being vetted for this year. And a few things to think about in terms of events. So, if you're not quite sure what you want to do, you might host a family-centered event to engage parents and children, host a professional development session in your district that includes different stakeholders. So, maybe it's teachers, support staff, and other employees in the district. We see a lot of use with cafeteria workers and enrollment staff as well. It might be a hands-on workshop with a mixed group. It might be a thought leadership panel. So where you're bringing in, you might bring in enthusiasts, you might bring in quote unquote experts, but everyone to share their thoughts. It could be a town hall where you just open up the platform for people to ask questions and really build community around AI literacy. Or it could be a virtual event, a webinar, or a virtual town hall, even. We always go through our best practices here, which is part of our criteria for reviewing. So know your audience. Make sure the tools and the content is geared toward that audience. Set clear goals and make sure your agenda reaches those goals. So set the goal first and then backwards plan from there. Keep it interactive. This is a fun, engaging day, so have activities in there. We don't necessarily need this to be a sage on the stage. We actually encourage it to be more interactive. Keep it accessible for all types of learners and promote your event. Make sure there are people there to attend. If you are providing professional development sessions, submit your teacher workshops and professional development opportunities to our catalog. We have that on our website as well. Again, materials are reviewed by our team and shared ahead of National AI Literacy Day so you can build your own agenda for the day. A few details if you're interested. We'll ask for structure, audience, learning objectives, and a general description of the session. And the session recording will be on the website for the week of March 27th for asynchronous events. So there are examples on the website. So National AI Literacy Day or ailiteracyday.org, you'll see Educator PD and you can click on asynchronous and you can see those events from previous years. All right, keeping it moving. Gonna give a quick wrap before we jump into some of our Q&A pieces. So again, we'd love and appreciate if you joined us to support this work. Please consider becoming a supporting partner. If you are not yet ready to do that, just really encourage you to look through the website, see what's available, and start planning your day. Also, spread the word, whether you're contributing or not. Let the people you know that are interested in this work know about the website, know about the resources available, maybe even build yourself a little group to work with on the day. There's a lot of ways to get involved that aren't contributing, though we'd love for you to contribute here. So we've put our National AI Literacy Day email on the screen here. So please reach out there if you have any questions. But I am going to open the floor now. I see we have some Q&A questions in the chat already. So let's dive in. We submitted a resource that's currently available in your catalog, but it's been updated since. How can we submit changes? Oh, so you sent us the link here. Okay, you should have received an email asking if it needed any updates along with a deadline to respond to that. I would recommend, let me go ahead back, sending an email to this address if you did not receive that with this link saved. That way our team can look into that. Thank you. Okay, definitely include the follow-up message about the image. Include a new image that you would like to be included there. Thank you. What other questions do we have? Would love to take anything you're wondering about during the call here. Okay, well, if there are no more questions, a great one just popped up. Probably our most common question. Is there any financial obligation to become a supporting partner? No, there is not. So just again, that event, that PD or curriculum resource for supporting partners. Excellent question. I know we hear that word supporting and it makes us think about money. Not for this. All right, well, I'm happy to stay on for another minute or so, just in case any additional questions pop up. If not, though, thank you again so much for your time today. We will be sharing this recording on our social channels tomorrow, but we also have a playlist on our EdSafe AI Alliance YouTube channel that you can check out for other recordings and information on National AI Literacy Day. Thank you all so much for your time today.